Owing to its location between the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans, close to the North Pole, Greenland is mostly covered in ice. As a result, its marginal populace, estimated to be 56,171, lives along the fjord-lined coast in the southwest. Its location makes it subject to beguiling phenomena such as the midnight sun during the summers and the northern lights during the winters. Greenland is a Danish territory, with Denmark having granted its home rule in 1979. Since a majority of the population is Inuit, the culture of Greenland is mainly dominated by Inuit beliefs and practices. However, the rest of the populace includes the descendants of Norse colonists and is associated with the Lutheran Church. Therefore, it is a mix of traditional Inuit and Scandinavian cultures. 17,000 people are settled in the capital city of Nuuk. Subsequently, icebergs and glaciers make for the highlight of this country and contribute to its ethereal beauty. The inhabitants of Greenland are the various immigrated people who possess unparalleled abilities that help them survive unusual temperatures. There are quite a number of places to visit in Greenland that will make your vacation in this country worthwhile. However, before we begin our video, we would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. Let's get started. Number 1. Illy Ice Fjord. Announced as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2004, the Illy Ice Fjord stretches 40 kilometers from the Greenland ice sheet to Disko Bay. Catchua Isbrae, the most productive glacier at the northern hemisphere, is located at the eastern end of this fjord. Almost 20 billion tons of icebergs get passed out of the fjord each year after they've melted. To witness the gorgeous vistas that this ever-changing and ephemeral site has to offer, you can either go for a hike, hire a boat, or you can take a helicopter tour to get an aerial view. Number 2. Disko Bay. Occupying the western coast of Greenland, this bay has historical significance, as it was at this place Eric the Red, a Norse explorer, first started a settlement in 985 AD. The Inuits, however, are said to have encountered Disko Bay even earlier than 2400 BC. The nutritious waters make it a habitat conducive to the survival of a wide array of marine lives such as benthic and pelagic fishes. During springtime, you can even catch a glimpse of the bowhead, humpback pilo, killer, and narwhal whales. It is also the site where you can view gulls, kittiwakes, cormorants, eider ducks, and migratory birds such as harp, bearded, ringed, and hooded seals. The tours would last either 3 hours or as long as an entire week. Number 3. Nude Rasmussens Museum. Located in Illy, this museum, dedicated to the memory and contributions of Danish explorer Nude Rasmussen, was also his birthplace and is one of the famous places to visit in Greenland. It was also where Rasmussen spent his time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to immerse himself in his work and the tranquil solace the environment offered. Built in 1917, the architect Helge Boysen Mahler was inspired by the style of English cottages. Number 4. The magnificent ice cap. Measuring over 2 million cubic kilometers, the Greenland ice sheet is a behemoth-like spread falling below Antarctica, as the second largest ice sheet in the world. If the entirety of this vast expanse were to melt, sea levels would rise by a frightening 7 meters. This one's surely going to give you goosebumps. You can have a bird's eye view of the sheet in a helicopter to admire its beguiling beauty, or walk on it in Kangerlussuaq if you wish to admire the ice up close in all its different shapes and sizes. You must add this on your list, as this is one of the interesting places to visit in Greenland. Number 5. Catchua. One of the top places to visit in Greenland is Catchua, which was designed by Schmidt Hammer Lassen. This modernist structure is L-shaped. It contains 2 auditoria. The bigger auditorium can seat more than 1,000 people and is, thus, used for showing films or plays and hosting concerts or conferences. The smaller auditorium can accommodate 508 people. The building has a backward-leaning, Northern Lights-inspired screen that overlooks Nuuk's central space. It is raised above the ground and made of larch wood on both sides. It was constructed in coalition between the Nuuk Municipal Center, Nordic Council of Ministers, and the Greenland Home Rule Government in 1997. Number 6. Church of Our Savior or Nude Cathedral. Consecrated in 1849. This church is a prominent site where most of its population gathers to celebrate National Day and other festivals. Its distinctive red color and spire make this structure so simplistic yet endearing. In front of the cathedral is a bronze statue of the organist Jonathan Peterson, and on the hill overlooking the church is a statue of Hans Egede, both of which are prominent landmarks. The church, thus, reflects the lover and populace that constitutes a minor demographic of the country. Number 7. Greenland National Museum and Archives. The Greenland National Museum and Archives was one of the oldest museums in Greenland, built in the mid-60s. It also accommodates the neighboring Cooper's Workshop and a blubber vats display. Its main attractions are the mummies of 3 women and a 6-month-old child dug up at Kilakitsoq. Greenland National Museum and Archives are also one of the most frequented tourist attractions in Greenland. It also has on display several other archaeological artifacts such as excavated tools and provides an insight into ruins, buildings, and more. It also provides information about anthropological phenomena. Number 8. Iki Glacier. If you are looking for one of the most beautiful places to visit in Greenland, then there's one sight you must witness: ice breaking off of Iki Glacier. A boat takes you close enough to experience this cascading spectacle. It is quite an event. The Iki Glacier ends in the fjord 80 kilometers north of Ilulissat. Its natural beauty is unparalleled and sure to leave you in awe of not just its own, but the nature's magnificence as a whole. The little fishing boats in which the tours are offered go through the cold water right into the shadow of the glacier for you to witness the collision of ice and water. Number 9. Mother of the Sea. Located in the water next to Nude Cathedral, the Mother of the Sea sculpture was designed by a popular Greenland artist, Akka Ho. It is a reference to an Inuit folklore and legend about the Mother of the Sea who makes sure that the fishermen do not take more than they need. The legend is therefore a parable of greed, and subsequently its moral is embodied in this granite sculpture. Number 10. Scoresby Sund. Occupying almost 110 kilometers off the Greenland coast, the Scoresby Sund is the largest fjord system in the entire world. Formed by years of seismic ice movements and floating icebergs, this is a must-visit place in order to experience the beguiling charm of the Arctic regions. If you choose to go on a polar expedition of the Scoresby Sund, you will surely witness polar bears and the narwhal whales swimming in the oceans. For the bird lover in you, there's also a variety of seabirds such as guillemots and puffins. So do not forget your binoculars. So that's it for today. If you find this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching and see you next time.